And the masters of the Renaissance discovered and used perspective drawing technique to create implied space on two-dimensional surface. So we are going to do perspective drawing to understand their technique for the sketchbook project. Yay! Okay, let's see what we are going to do. So let's briefly, what was the linear perspective? So perspective linear or point projection perspective is one of two types of graphical projection perspective in the graphic art. Linear perspective is an approximate representation, generally on a flat surface, such as paper, of an image as it is seen by the eye. The most characteristic features of linear perspective are that objects appear smaller as their distance from the observer increases, and that they are subject to foreshortening, meaning that an object dimensions along the line of sight appear shorter than its dimensions across the line of sight. Also, all objects will recede to points in the distance, usually along the horizon line, but also above and below the horizon line, depending on view used. So, do you remember this painting? What was it?
The Last Supper.
Yes, the Last Supper. The Last Supper. So in this painting, he used 1-point linear perspective with vanishing point on the center of the implied space. And this is the good perspective technique for compacting many objects in a limited space. And this is another example of 1-point linear perspective drawing. And this is 2-point linear perspective. And it's a good technique to show a dynamic view with foreshortening in drawing. And this is another example of 2-point linear perspective drawing. So as you see, it's slightly harder than the 1-point perspective because of adding one more point. That makes it complicated.
I have a question.
Yes.
A 1-point perspective drawing, another word for it is a vanishing point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The 2 points perspective has 2 vanishing points. For this project, you will need sketchbook, ruler, pencil, eraser, and any color medium you have. And I will give you 9 options for this project. And please choose one of the perspective options and must draw one of the options based on 1-point or 2-point linear perspective. And as usual, please write which option you choose and post the work process image on the Moodle room. And now let me show you the options. So the most option files, the option files is posted in the week 11 of the Moodle room. So you can see it while you are drawing. So this is first option, 2-point linear perspective. So as you can see, all the photos have this perspective guide like this. And this is second option, 1-point linear perspective with vanishing point. And this is third option, 2-point linear perspective. And this is fourth option, 2-point linear perspective. And this is fifth option, 2-point linear perspective. And this is sixth option, 2-point linear perspective. And this is the seventh option, 1-point linear perspective with vanishing point. And this is eighth option, 1-point linear perspective. And this is eighth option, 2-point linear perspective. Okay, so that's all the options.
Professor, Professor,
Yes.
how you can know if some picture is one perspective or two perspective?
Okay, so this photo, the option 9, has 2-point perspective because I already posted with the perspective guide with here there's 2 stars, right? Oops, sorry, 2 stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means it has 2-point perspective. You got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But because you did like this, but the picture is right here in the left side. But how you can know in this picture is 2-point perspective? How you
Yes.
can know that? How you can, because here you did it, right? The right side you did it.
I will show you how you can find the
Yes,
I will show you soon. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the question because I will ask the same question too. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So first, please select an image among the options you just saw. Again, the option image files are in week 11 of the Moodle room. And next, check out your image option, whether 1-point or 2-point perspective, and sketch the image option on your sketchbook based on perspective rule. I sketched it on the color paper to look fancy, but you don't need to. And lastly, color it with your color medium, and I use the pastel here. So now I will show you how to start 1-point and 2-point perspective drawing. Okay, so let me switch the color, switch the camera here. Okay, so this is my table. So everyone can see my table, right?
Yes.
Yes. So so this is 1-point linear perspective photo. This is option 6. So you just asked me how we can recognize this is 1-point or 2-point perspective, right?
Yes,
that
correct.
was your question, right?
Yes.
So that is really easy to find how. That is really, piece of cake. So to figure it out, how many points of the perspective, so the easiest way is to print out the photo and then, so here is the floor line and the ceiling line, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just draw this, draw the floor line and ceiling lines like this from all the walls, like this. Then, can you see that?
Yeah, we see.
Yeah, then all the lines go forward to the 1 point. Then that is 1 point perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can, that applies to from all the objects. So let me try it. So there are lots of frames on the wall. So here, here. So when you use ruler, it will be, huge help. Like this, like this. Oh, there is a pipe. Okay, then I'm gonna link it. Oh, and there is a light on the ceiling, like that, like that. And there is a window. So I'm gonna make a line like this. So see, it crossed to the one line, 1 point, right? So that means this is a 1 point perspective.
Mm-hmm.
1 point.
So every object on the picture basically has to meet that point. Like you did with the pictures on the wall, the window, everything.
Can you say again? What was the question?
No, it wasn't really a question. It was me understanding that every object in that picture eventually
Understood.
at 1 point.
Yeah, yeah.
And are you going to say how we use these? This showed to start the drawing.
So yes, I'm gonna start to draw. Okay. So based on these lines, so why draw this line is the reason why I'm drawing this line is to check the angles. Okay. I just want to see the angles like this. Oh, so I just want to see the floor and the ceiling's angle and the frame's angle. And I just want to see, oh, where is the end of the hall? Oh, it's about here. Oh, I see. Oh, and this wall is the end of about here. Oh, I see. All right. Then I will start to draw it. Okay, so now I'm ready to draw it. So I'm very trained artist, so I'm not gonna use the ruler, but if you feel comfortable to use ruler for this, then you can use ruler, okay? So now, so I'm gonna just, follow the angle on the left wall like this. These are just virtual guide angles, so I'm not gonna draw all the lines, I'm gonna just draw it quickly. And this is a pen, so I cannot erase my mistake. So with the guideline, no, with the pencil, you can draw all the guideline and then draw it and erase the guideline later. It's fine. It's totally fine. And if you think it's too hard, you can just copy of mine, because I just chose this. This is option 2.
So, Professor, you can copy and then find the.
Because
you can copy the picture.
You can copy of mine this, because
And
I'm recording this video, this demonstration, and then I'm gonna post this video in the Sketchbook forum, so you can rewatch it after this class.
Well, we have to draw what you're drawing.
No,
if you want,
I was asking
or we could draw anything.
If you want.
If you want, you can draw. If you don't want, you can print down and then find the point.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God. So drawing now is not easy. I prefer print down.
Because some of you feel really easy, but some of you it's really hard. I know. I saw lots of students. Yeah. So like this. So this is 1-point perspective drawing. Okay. So this is it. Okay. So now let's move on to the 2-point perspective drawing. So it sounds like harder, but it's not really hard.
But Professor, you have to choose one, right?
Yes, just to choose one. Just to choose one of them. Okay. So what did I say? To find the point. How you should follow, which line you should follow. To follow the floor line and the ceiling line, okay?
That's for every picture, Professor?
Yes.
Anytime?
You don't need to you don't need to do that for the every pictures. You can just pick one of them. And
it's like anytime we want to draw like a 2 perspective or 1 perspective, that's how we start with this.
Yes. Whenever you draw something and when you when you want to find the perspective, then that's the one of the skill. So just to take a look at the bottom line and the ceiling line, then you perspective point. So I'm just, you know, watching the left bottom and the top line. So always to the narrower part, not the wider part, okay? Does it make sense? Make a narrower, make a smaller, okay? Don't go wider.
How would you go wider?
Then they don't meet the point.
When you said the narrower point, you mean from where? From the floor and the ceiling?
Yeah. So when the line go to the outside, then the point are, they don't meet the point ever.
Professor. Oh my God. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't have discussion 12.
What do you mean?
You know how I've been missing, like, you know, discussions or Moodles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I will send you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is the left line. So I'm gonna draw all the left walls line to the point like this.
So, Professor, for the sketchbook, we're either going to print a picture or draw a picture and do what you're doing?
No, you don't need to. Actually, you don't need to. What I'm doing this is just for your understand, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you can just draw what you see, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna ask you, I don't have ink on my printer, and
Yeah, you don't need to.
help me more. No.
You don't need to print out, and you don't need to do this, you know, complicated process. You don't need to. I'm just showing this process for your understand, you know, how to meet this point. Okay. You don't need to actually. Like
Okay.
this.
So what are we supposed to be drawing if we're not supposed to draw that? We're supposed to draw something else? I'm
No,
confused.
please choose one of the options. You know, I just showed you the slide. Were you late, Oretta?
No, I wasn't late. My thing is that I don't have access to the discussion. So it's something that you're going to have to
I
email to
just
me.
showed you all the options during the class. I just showed you all the options already. I
Yeah, I
showed
know, but
you
you're
9
gonna,
options. I showed you 9 options and showed you, you know, choose one of them and draw it. That's all. I will send you the options and choose one of them and draw it. That's okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So there are 2 points, here. One is here, and the other one is, you know, out of the paper. So I cannot make a point. So I'm gonna draw it.
Professor,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why the other one is out of the paper is because the base is wider. So the top.
Yes. That's right. Yes.
I'm really not good with
Yes, but most of the 2 points, yeah, it happens in a lot. Yes, it's frequently happen like that. So it's kind of complicated. So if I were you, you know, choose 1 point perspective. It's pretty much simple. There are lots of 1-point perspective options, so but 2-point perspective looks fancy actually, because most of room drawings have the 2 points, or building drawings or landscape drawings has 2-point perspective. It's not really, different drawing, we've seen. So this, I'm just drew the vertical line to divide the left wall and right wall. And just to follow the lines on the floor. Sorry about the focusing of the camera. Honestly, when I learned art, I just learned the perspective naturally. So I don't know. I didn't know the perspective rules. I didn't realize, there are, 1-point perspective or 2-point or 3-point perspective. I just learned it naturally. Probably most of you learned it naturally, so. So maybe you guys are freaked out. So like this. So you can just draw whatever you see from the photo. So like this. So that's all.
Professor, that looks good. I wish I could draw like you.
You can do that if you do practice. I've been, practiced a lot. It's been, over like how many years? I've started art like, when I was, 6. Oh my gosh, that's
Wow,
a long
that's a long
time
time.
ago. Yeah. My life is art. Oh my gosh. So long time ago. Yeah. So just, do like this.
So you're born with art, right?
So if you feel it's too tough, you can just copy of mine, okay? I'm gonna post my, demonstration video in the model room, the sketchbook forum.
So Professor, you don't, we can choose your,
choose same photo I choose. So let me finish the sketch. This I don't know, this is an air conditioner or humidifier. I don't know what it is, the machine. Let me just finish this. And there is a box. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's it. And you can color it, okay?